Hello, my name is Tom Carson. Today we're going to be going over tactical formations. The one that I'm going to go over today, there's several different types of tactical formations, but the one I'm going over today is the wedge formation. It's very common, it's basic. Wedge formation is used generally in light wooded areas, desert areas that doesn't have too much terrain, or places like a jungle or a densely populated area. The wedge formation is also used when enemy force, if you're going to get attacked by enemy forces, or if enemy is likely to attack you. It's also used when traveling. It's easy to the leaders to command and control the soldiers or element. This could be done. The wedge formation could be done as a team, squad, or platoon size element. You could do it up to a company, but generally it's not likely. Generally you see this more at a platoon and below level. Now the wedge start off as a team, simply a V-shaped element. As you can see here, I have my four-man team. You have the squad leader up front. You have a rifleman off to the right-hand side here. You may have your automatic machine gunner, or what we call a saw gunner, which is a light machine gun. And then to cover the dead space for the light machine gun, you'll have your M203 gunner. And this is a team wedge. Now, we want to talk about distance between men or soldiers. You want to have about 5 meters between each soldier. So 5 meters down and 5 meters over. Same with here, and same with here. And the reason why we say 5 meters, that's just a generalized number. But one of the main reasons is for grenades. The blast of a grenade is about, the radius of a blast of a grenade is roughly about 5 meters, give or take. So the thinking, or the theory is, if a grenade were to land right here in between these two soldiers, one or none would get injured because they are 5 meters or more apart. Now when you're in a desert environment or very limited vegetation, or it's daytime hours, you can expand that to more. You can have 10, 15 meters between men. You cover more ground. As long as the leadership, they don't lose control of the soldiers. That's the key to it all. You don't want to lose control of your soldiers. So wherever the leaders feel fit or feel comfortable, that is where they can have their men. Now I'm going to show you a squad size wedge formation. So up front we'll have let's just say alpha team. So we have the team leader. His rifleman, the saw gunner, and the M203 gunner. Next, you'll have the squad leader, which is about 5 meters, 5 to 10 meters behind the last man. And sometimes squads will have an RTO, so he or she may or may not have an RTO. In this case, we'll give them an RTO, which is a radio. RTO stands for radio telephone operator. And this allows the squad leader to communicate with the higher element. Generally, squads have internal communications where an RTO will not be needed. And here you have your Bravo team, which again is about 5 meters behind the RTO or the squad leader. Sorry about my writing skills there, but I think you can pretty well see that's M203 gunner. You got your saw gunner, you got your rifleman. As you can see, the Alpha team here in this demonstration here, they are heavy on the left side, and then so you want to reverse it with your Bravo team and make them heavy down in the rear on the right side here. So you have an equal amount of security, 360-degree security. Now, speaking of security, we always want to maintain 360-degree security. So, if the squad leader wants to halt the squad, he can do it for several different reasons. Give the soldiers a break, let them rest a little bit, maybe eat something, drink some water if need be. He may want to check his map to make sure that they're in the right area, going in the right direction. Maybe he received a radio transmission from higher headquarters that he needs to talk to the higher headquarters, so he may want to stop. And this also allows him to have his team leaders come in to him, and he or she could put out information. Now, when you're in a halt, get down to a knee or get down into the prone position. Like we said, we want to pull security. In general, unless soldiers are told otherwise, they'll pull security from the 10 and 2 o'clock position. Simply, just like a watch, a circular watch, you have your 10 o'clock and your 2 o'clock. So, and each soldier will pull 10 to 2. Squad leader stays in the middle with the RTO. Squad leader can pull whatever position he wants because he's the leader. In this case, Bravo team leader will pull like that. Okay, as you can see here, everyone's pulling 360 degrees security. I purposely did this. As you can see, fires will intersect, which gives you more firing power if the enemy were to hit you from different directions. So the rule of thumb is for the 10 to 2. If everyone's pulling 10 to 2, you will have that interlocking sectors of fire. As you see here. so on and so forth. Now the two rear men, or soldiers, their secondary is they need to watch the rear, make sure no enemies sneaking up behind them. So this is their secondary positions to cover that on. Next I'll show you a platoon size wedge formation. So this is our squad. Then you'll have 5 meters behind this first squad, you'll have the platoon leader. RTO. And in this case, since we're traveling as a platoon, squad leader will not have an RTO. Then you'll have your second squad. And you go so on and so forth all the way down. So here you have your first squad, your platoon leader, or what we call the headquarters element. You have your second squad, and then below that, in the same formation, same fashion, it's the third squad. Unfortunately, I don't have that much space on this dry erase board. So, but I think you can get the simple concept of how to use the wedge formation as a platoon. And that brings us to our conclusion on how to use a wedge formation during a tactical movement. And remember, this is done in a desert, light vegetation terrain, light wooded area, generally in the daylight. You can also find this information in the Infantry Handbook 7-7 or 7-7 Juliet, which is the Mechanized Infantry handbook, or even the Ranger Handbook, and they have a Ranger app now where you can download it onto your tablet or computer or what have you, so you can have further information and see other kinds of tactical movement maneuvers. Well, that concludes this session. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.